Hello, guys. Welcome back to 1878 Blues. Everton have just snatched the point at Chelsea at a point where I thought we've completely fucked it here, and it's so frustrating. Sorry, I've got a cold, so I'm about to sneeze. So frustrating. After we haven't well, when you look at the game, we didn't play that great. Like defensively, we just held in. Chelsea are obviously much the superior side in terms of the players they've got. Yes, the league position's not great. For them to throw away a lead like that after getting gifted to them shows they still have a lot more work to do. But for us to just keep on grinding, and I like the way Dice just threw Sims on and just gone. I'm sick. He's probably thinking in his head, I'm sick of these narrow defeats. And he's probably thinking at the same time, goal difference don't want to start collapsing. Um, but he's seeing a vulnerability of this Chelsea side who kind of, to me, when Chelsea took the lead, I thought they was thinking they've won it. A bit of complacency. And we just kept battling away, and just never gave up. And um, just, I can't fucking believe Sims scored that goal. I said when he come on, I gone, please, mate. Like all these other youngsters, and I don't want to put the pressure on the lad, but just why our youngsters don't seem to do anything. To be honest, we don't really have any youngsters who do anything. Um, and there's other sides you can make a case for an example for Brighton's forward Ferguson. Scored about 3 or 4 Premier League goals already. Never heard of him in my life. All of a sudden, looking like a baller. And I was like, Sims, come on, mate, you've got the presence there. You've scored in a championship. It's a hard league. I don't care what anyone says. And it's a really good league to like. And it's pushed a lot of players on, like Mason Mount, and who went there on loan. Other players who've played there and have made their way up to the Premier League and are stars in the Premier League now. Um, and I was just like, come on, like. I feel like in games it's so hard for them to be in this squad because we are so crap going forward. Like we're so basic. That's what we are. We are so basic. There's nothing. There's nothing. Sounds mad, but there's nothing sexy about the way we play. It's proper English Sunday League football, and it's hard for someone like him to, any youngster to come into that squad and do anything. It's got to be magical. And fuck me, Sims, that was magical, mate. Like, yes, you could say the finish wasn't cleanly in. The goalkeeper saved it. Could have probably done better. But it's the fucking touch and the drag and the drive into the box. No, I mean, Koulibaly, mate. Koulibaly's no mug. You know what I mean? Experienced defender, international defender, Champions League, blah 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 blah, and he absolutely took him to the cleaners and finished it off like a Premier League top 20 goal scorer. I don't fucking know. I did not expect it. I was like, when he took the touch, and I want to talk about the rest of the game, but I'm just gonna say when he took the touch, I was like, oh my god, like, whoa, hello, where's that come from? And then it's just a beautiful goal, and I'm so happy he scored it. I felt a bit sorry for him coming back on loan and not having really the chance to play, but desperate times call for desperate measures to bring him back. And it's not the ideal situation for him to come back, but that will give him the boost. That will give him a shitload of confidence. I'm still upset with the game in itself, how we kind of let it go. So the first half, we just kind of held on. To be honest, we barely had. I think we might have had a shot or two. I think one blazed over the bar by McNeil. A few scuff shots, nothing at all. Where if I was a Chelsea defender, I'd be like, this is fucking easy. This, like, I could play 50% and it won't do anything. We worked hard. You see the corner kind of playing as a centre attacking midfielder, if you could call it. Even though I couldn't trust him to shoot at all. He can be a nuisance in the box, and like I said, with his goal, he was, and he ended up getting a goal. But Damari Gray was just on his own. Really, I felt like he wasn't getting enough support when he was on the ball. I think that was the real issue I had. especially in the first half. There was no support. It was like, yeah, you just do it yourself, mate. You just try and get a foul for us. That was the plan, really. I think that's what it was. But it would have been nice to just have a bit more support. But maybe they was a bit worried, the Everton camp, that pushing more players forward, leaves spaces open behind, and they've got the quality to finish any team off with the players they've got. And yeah, we did have a few set pieces, some headers. Could have done better with them. Chelsea had a number of chances, but nothing really clear cut. Nothing where I was putting my top over my eyes and couldn't bear to watch much more of it. It was gradually building, and I thought there's going to be a point here where someone is going to make a mistake and we're going to get punished. And it comes in the second half, ball gets whipped in. I think it was either Tarkowski or Godfrey flicks the ball away. I don't think anyone got... Tarkowski legged it to the ball to try and close down, but it's hard these days because if you go all diving in, your arm naturally comes out. If he strikes the ball, hits his arm, it's a penalty, and you're like, fuck's sake, what can you do? So, I don't know, it was one of them. It was a good shot. Couldn't have got it any better, to be honest. The inside of the post, and it went in. João Felix 1-0 up, and you're like, well, that's it now, innit? I mean, I was tempted to just go, listen, I do support Everton through thick and thin, but I know when not to waste my time. And I was like, oh, I should just turn it off now. Like, and they had a few chances to make it 2-0, and they had the offside goal as well, and which was miles offside, but just thinking to yourself, fuck me, like, the spaces are really opening up now. The crowd are up for it. They're obviously in good form, Chelsea. Can we hold out here? Can we try and stay in the game as long as possible? Nick something? I just thought, yeah, there's fucking no chance. Like, if anything, a set piece. If anything, and we got one from a set piece, which was crazy. I can't even remember if it's a free kick or corner. To be honest, my head just fell off after that goal. Either way, ball comes in. Some legend flicked it on, and then the corner ends up heading it. And it just went over the line. I think Kai Havertz tried to clear it, and yeah, 1-1. Couldn't believe it. Where the fuck's that come from? And yeah, absolutely buzzing. And then I just heard me dad. Like, me dad fucking shouted anything. If a player loses the ball, if a player's fucking itching his ass, he fucking fumes about anything. And I just heard him fucking shout about something. I was like shut up. I don't, because he's a bit ahead of me. He's like 40 seconds ahead of me. But then he just keeps going on and on and on and on. Now I can only slightly hear it, but I was going, fuck me, how long's he going on for? Like, oh fuck, something must have happened. He normally screams if he concede, or someone's made a mistake and it's led to a goal. But he just kept going on and on. I was going, nah, something's fucking happened here. Like, I'm hoping we just missed a chance. I mean, I hope we don't, but he's obviously moaning about something, and I prefer us to miss a chance than concede or whatever. It was a fucking penalty. I was just seeing James in the box. I was like, oh, we fucking give a penalty here. He scored, and like, we just haven't closed him down properly. And Godfrey, I think, initially bangs into Reece James, and so I'm seeing Sean Dyche get interviewed there. Reece James, then I think I'm not even asked about Reece James. Just wound me up at that moment, that little smirk in his face. Like, I fucking hate anyone smirks when I'm angry. I'm fuming. But he's smirking because I think he kind of initiated the contact. I mean, potentially the contact was going to be there anyway. It's stupid for fucking Tarkowski. I was fuming, regardless of what James has done, and people might have thought it was a bit of a dive, and he's dived into his leg. Stupid from Tarkowski still. Now, we've just got told Tarkowski's got the most blocks in the Premier League, which shows how fucking desperate we are defending-wise, but maybe he's just trying to get a block in, but dangling a leg like that at all, to me, just running the risk. Stay on your feet, try and stay big as you can. I don't know. But concedes the penalty, and I was annoyed because before that, I thought we started to grow into the game, or just show a bit of confidence now. Everton give you hope and they kill you. That's our fucking slogan. It's not nil status optimum or whatever it is. It's you know, the hope that kills you with this club. You know, positive or not, I was like, well, that's not going to last long because there's going to be a point where we fuck up or Chelsea just put pressure on and then it swings back to Chelsea's favour again. And like I said, they put a little bit of pressure on, but there was nothing in the 5-6 minutes after the goal. I just concede like that. I was like, you just gifted them the game now. You just gifted them the game. Like, try and stay in it as long as you can. And then obviously at that point is in my head as well. Like it's 30 years now when we play them. If we do play them next year, if we're still in the league. Um, what was I going to say? Fucking hell, me head's fell off. Yeah, in the end when we obviously scored the equaliser, and then we was a bit on top of it. Well, not a bit on top, but we was progressing. 4 or 5 minutes after it, I was like, "Fuck me, please! This is the time to win at Stamford Bridge." Now we faced better teams and we've had better squads in the past and we've never got a result. Chelsea on paper have got a much better side than us, but their form, apart from the past 3 games and obviously where they are in the league, hasn't been great. So I thought just take advantage of this moment. I mean, if we don't get many opportunities to win at Chelsea's ground, we've just scored a goal, we've got the momentum now, we've got 20 minutes left, don't do anything stupid. And like I said, they've done something stupid. And yeah, Kai Havertz, I don't know what Pickford's doing trying to pull him off. He wasn't even looking at Kai Havertz when he put the ball down. I don't know what Pickford was doing. I was like, you're just making a fool of yourself. And he did, because he was going to go one way where Havertz actually put the penalty, but decided to go the other way. But yeah, Kai Havertz scores 2-1. Fucking in the head, I'm like, nah, that's it now. There's absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance. We don't normally come back from a 1-0, and we did it. But now we're trying to come back from a 2-1 now. It's not fucking happening. We barely scored 2 goals all season. We now especially don't do it away from home. We're at Chelsea's ground. They've put more defenders on, fresher defenders. In the end, I was like, well, maybe take advantage of a rusty defender who's just come on, but no one else. We just haven't got the quality to do it. And then all of a sudden, a bit of a drib drab for the next, well, not wasting time, but just kind of not much happening in the moments after the penalty, the next 10-15 minutes. And then all of a sudden, a bit of progression with the play. I think this might be the wrong move I'm thinking of. Onana flicks it on to someone, maybe McNeil, and then he passes it to SIMMS, and he just drags this ball beautifully. Like, it was fucking. I'm not overly reacting to this. It was the touch and the move, the way he moved, just gave me Henry vibes. Like, absolute Henry vibes. I'm not comparing them to whatsoever. It's just the way he touched the ball and moved it past and bullied basically Koulibaly. It just reminded me of Henry. It was fucking magnificent. And it smashes it in. Obviously the goalkeeper saves. I haven't watched it back. I was too busy celebrating. But at the end of the day, I couldn't give a shit. It's a fucking great goal. We hang on for the last 5 minutes. A header just goes wide. You know, there's a few corners coming in. McNeil fouls someone in the 93rd minute. I'm fucking flipping, going, stop fucking fouling people. But we had more chance of conceding from just open play than a set piece today, to be honest. We looked quite, apart from their chance, they missed it near the end. We looked pretty alright with their set pieces. But fuck me. What a point. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I think after that Arsenal defeat, our heads could have easily dropped. And then the win against Brentford, and you're just thinking, you look at the next few games, you're like, we're going to pick points up here. We have to start picking something up away from home. Yeah. I mean, we're not guaranteed to win all these home games. You know, people think we are. Oh, that's our best chance. We're playing still some good teams at home. It doesn't mean anything. We don't know the situation of the teams as well when we play them. As I said, you can get beaten by quality at the end of the day because we haven't got a side which is nowhere near the top 10. It's absolutely miles away from it. I've just seen it. Okay, I've completely got that move wrong. So it was Decore, long ball, I think it was, and then Decore. Yes, Mikalenko passes the ball, lovely ball to Decore. Decore just first time pass, quick movements, love it, and then fucking Ella Sims, mate. You know what? I've got a PS5. I haven't played any Sims games for ages, and I just buy the whole fucking collection now after that. Fuck me. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. You should have saved that. It was a good shot, but I think Kepa should have saved it. But fucking brilliant. I'm buzzing. I'm not asked. It's amazing. Um, and hopefully that boosts his confidence now. Maybe he's another. Oh, it's just lovely. He didn't even drag the ball to us. He just pushed it past him. But it was when he. Yeah, I just love the whole goal. But he bullied Koulibaly anyway, so I couldn't give a shit. But yeah, I'm gonna buy the whole collection of the Sims games now. I'm gonna play it fucking all day, all night to our next game, which is about 2 weeks away now because of the international break. Just what a nice result to get. I was dreading to just lose that game in the sense of just going, we've just got beaten again marginally. It's so frustrating. And the way we conceded, obviously the penalty, the way it happened, it's just like we just threw points away there. Um, but yeah, 4 points now in 2 games. Uh, I'm pretty sure we picked up a point away from home the other week. I can't remember. Maybe I'm wrong there. But it's progression. It's absolute progression. We needed it after the points the other teams picked up today. I was fucking fuming about Tottenham. By the way, I just want to let you know, I hate Tottenham Hotspur. I absolutely hate them. They want, apart from our arch rivals, they're the other team I cannot stand. I hate them. They fucking let me down every time. Uh, Alice Sims was talking, I haven't got time, but yeah, what we had to, well, in my eyes, we had to pick up points. I just don't want too much pressure going on into our home games. But now we're on 26 points. I think we're 16th, if not. I'm not too sure. But if we won today, we would have been 12th. Literally a place behind Chelsea. With, yes, about 6 or 7 points difference. But that would have obviously been amazing. But listen, we've come away with a point and made up. Gotta look forward now. I haven't got a fucking clue who our next game is. I don't actually care. I'm gonna have 2 weeks break. Not off this. I might do some videos. I need to fill up this channel a bit more, but just a break from like football, man. A break from football, like being stressed about Everton. But yeah, anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I'm on the route to 600 subscribers. Um, a lot of people who watch my videos do not subscribe, so please do. And yeah, I've got other me descriptions like me TikTok, other social medias, TikToks and Twitter on me description. So yeah. Anyway, see you later, Blues. Up the fucking toffees and let's go again.